No decision has been made at the level of the Ghana Elections Commission GECOM on a fixed date for the possible holding of regional and general elections. This comes after the Operations Subcommittee met on Tuesday and deliberated on the submissions made by the Secretariat relative to the many options that are available.
I will treat with timelines and specific dates as soon as the Commission is in a position to so do. Whether they agree or disagree, it will be a Commission's position on the timeline. So as I said to you yesterday, let's get to the point of a decision by the Commission, and then I will articulate those issues in a very clear and concise manner to all of you.
Chief Elections Officer Keith Lowingfield, the CEO, maintained that the life of the current list expires on April 30, 2019.
It therefore means that if elections are not held before the 30th of April, the Secretariat or the Commission would have to proceed towards the production of a new official list for the conduct of elections. The issue of clean lists has life to a date. It is the life of the list. Because if you ask me, and if we're going to intellectualize, a list is never clean. Every electoral list has Tom, Dick, Harry, whomever would have deceased.
For the production of a new list, the Secretariat will have to be guided by the Commission.
We can move towards the conduct, as I said yesterday also, the conduct of a claims and objections exercise that will be of a duration to be specified by the Commission to arrive at a list so that we can move towards the conduct. Based on all that is happening, one can, well, I don't want to speak for the Commission, but one can very well see a claims and objection exercise be of 28/7, 21/7, based on what my commissioners deem necessary at that point in time.
But GECOM PPP appointed Commissioner Robeson Ben called GECOM complicit, saying that a cynical and callous plan is afoot to delay the holding of elections on the constitutionally determined date according to the present circumstances.
I still say the question is whether it's deliberate or whether it's vicarious. But the fact of the matter is that when the decision was made in the Parliament on the 22nd of December, GECOM met, that's the Secretariat, and consider issues relating to the result in the Parliament and to the holding of elections. For the first time in my experience at GECOM, we have had a situation where the work plans, the schedules, and the Gantt charts relating to the holding of elections were not presented to us.
Ben told reporters that on Monday, GECOM has said that 105 days were needed for the elections. On Tuesday, he continuously laid blame at the feet of the Secretariat.
This situation could not have been arrived at today because they didn't present information which they were told that they ought to have considered and have put in the work plans. I think we are at a very sorry state. I've pointed out to GECOM, one, that collectively and individually, these are constitutional matters. We're a constitutional agency, and we could help responsible, individually and all together. And that perhaps whatever the result is in terms of national elections, what is going on now, suggests that a commission of inquiry has to examine what has occurred here today.
The PPP commissioner also accused the chairman of failing to update them on the outcomes of a brief he held with representatives of foreign missions in Guyana. Handel Duncan H, GP Nightly News.